What's going on, guys? This is Lesky, and in today's video we're going to be doing something different than what you normally see on my channel. We're actually going to be doing a gameplay breakdown analysis type thing. I have a recording, about an hour-long recording of 4 games, and I grabbed some clips from those games, and we're just going to be analyzing my gameplay and then kind of just my team's gameplay, and I'll have some comments about it. Because a lot of y'all in the comments of my videos ask about certain skills I'm doing, certain passes, shots, whatever it might be about the gameplay. So I thought this video would be kind of unique, and maybe it will help you guys get better in pro clubs, become a better FIFA player, and just learn new things. And also it will help me because I'm analyzing my own gameplay so I can learn what to do, what not to do for future games. So this can actually be a very beneficial video for you guys and also for me. And this is my first time doing a video like this, so I ask that y'all bear with me. It's a learning process and I will probably get better at it as we go on and do more videos like this. And I don't have like a really crazy sports analysis software going on where I have tools where I can draw on the screen and stuff like that. I do think that would be pretty cool if y'all end up liking these types of videos where I can expand into that, maybe buy a software and really go in depth in the gameplay. Also, in these games, I'm playing as a box-to-box center mid using my Yaya Toure build that I posted on my channel not too long ago. So this will be more of a guide on how to play center mid in pro clubs. And these clips are about 17 minutes long in total. I don't know if we'll go over all of them. The video might be a little long, but I'm sure some of y'all won't mind that. So let's get started. I'm probably going to be pausing the video a lot, maybe rewinding it. And I believe every single game here, we are playing with an any and playing against an any. In this team, it looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. Well, I believe we have 5 players. And I think we are using the 4-3-3 formation, and I am either the left center mid or right center mid. I think I'm the right center mid. And also this Yaya Toure build does have 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, so keep that in mind. That might affect some of the ways I go about this game. So looking at this first clip, trying to get on the ball, some weird animation happens there where I fall. They switch the field. And right here, I'm going to pause it. I'm not going to press the ball here because he'll probably just pass it. Our any probably could switch to a cam and then press the ball there because we always want to have pressure on the ball. Our winger is tracking the right back that, I guess this is the any here. The right back trying to make an overlapping attacking run. So my goal here is really to just intercept these passes, try and block off these passing lanes, and let's just see what happens. He makes a short pass, and then I just immediately step onto another short pass. Probably not a good idea by them, and just take the ball. And I just anticipated that play quite well. And I play pretty aggressive, especially on defense and even offense as a center mid. I just like getting up in people's faces and not giving them time. And we did get a pretty good scoring chance because of that. I won the ball and then just sent an immediate long ball. I think that was just an LBY to our winger running down the line. And we almost scored there. So I'm tracking back. I really am just kind of, I think this is their cam possibly. So I'm really worried about him, not letting him get the ball and trying to do some playmaking for their team because they're probably relying on him for like through balls and just setting up the team's attack. So our any gets a good tackle there, and then we go on for the counter. We lose it. Actually, yeah. Actually, it's kind of weird. We lost the ball. So right here, I'm kind of just watching the passing lanes, trying to block off everything I possibly can, and the guy just straight up passes it to me. That was pretty easy, I guess. He probably should not have done that. So then I immediately look to pass it forward. That was actually the left back. They have a real guy playing left back. So he's out of position since he lost the ball. So I'm trying to instantly pass it up the field to counter. We'll see what happens. Teammate tries to do an early cross, which is a pretty good idea. Those are pretty deadly. And then I'm tracking back instantly, getting in position. And I know this guy's probably not going to try and take our innie on, so I am really just cutting these lanes. And the way I'm running is kind of like an arching run, blocking off the passes. So he has 3 guys right here that he's probably going to pass it to one of these. So the way I'm going at him, I'm not going at him this way. I'm going at him more blocking the passing lanes. And then, man, I wish this wasn't there to block off the gameplay. That is very unlucky. But I just tackle him, and then I try and make an offensive play by going down the line, and then I get ripped, unfortunately. But I'm tracking back, watching that cam you see there, and then I get another tackle, and then our team goes up in the attack. What else happens? Let's see. They give us the ball again. It's a very back and forth game right now at the start. I see our teammate making a really good run, so I hit a LBY, I believe that was, and then he actually does a Burba spin. And how you do that is you flick the right stick forward and then sideways, depending on which direction you want to exit out of that skill move. It's a really good skill move to turn and like cut inside and get a shot off or whatever it may be. And that is a 4-star skill. There also is a 5-star skill move variation that is really good. So we have a corner kick here, and what I try to do on corner kicks is really, if they don't bring the keeper out much at all, I'll try and hit it in this first post area, right at like the top of the 6-yard box, and try and keep it like in this area, not more towards the corner because that's a pretty bad angle. Sometimes I'll try and hit it in the middle if they don't bring the keeper out at all, because sometimes the keeper won't even go for it. And we score a lot off of corners. Wasn't the greatest delivery though. We actually win the corner at the top of the box, but teammate loses the ball. So I'm just trying to track back. They have a deadly counter going on. Unfortunately, it hits that dude's back. And this game is pretty chaotic, which is what you'd expect in pro clubs. To start out, it's just a lot of back and forth. Not the greatest of plays, but once we get the ball back on their counter, they're out of position, and our teammate gets a nice goal, just a nice little cross in there. And you'll see that I ran in the box because this is a box-to-box build. The shooting's actually pretty good on this Yaya Toure build. My guy actually ducked that ball there, and then I probably would have scored it, but it went to our striker anyways, which is probably best. Here, we just won the ball, and what I see is our winger making a really good run. Let me rewind it a bit. You'll see top right, he's making pretty good run. And then it doesn't seem like the defender is following him too well. So there's some space there, and I do have the threaded pass perk. This center mid build's got good passing. So I just do a full LBY, and I'm trying to hit him and just hit this team on the counter. Unfortunately, I think it goes a little bit behind him, but it actually still works out. And we have a very good goal scoring opportunity here, which doesn't really work out. But I feel like that was a pretty good example to show you guys. I try and read what he does there, but he keeps running straight. So I'm tracking back and just helping the innie here. Kind of got like a little one-on-one situation, but he cuts it back and then just straight into our other defender. So don't really have a problem with that. I just didn't want him to go inline and like make a sweaty pass across the goal, because that is pretty deadly in FIFA. Second half of this game, see what happens. Here, I just see our winger again, pretty open out wide. So this time I actually believe I have my controller overlay here, so you can see what buttons I'm pressing. This time I do an LB-RBY, which is a driven through ball. It's a little bit lower and whipped with more pace than a normal LBY through ball. And it's actually pretty good from the side areas of the pitch. I like it a lot when I'm on the side. And I tried to just whip one in and hopefully get him like a scoring chance, but unfortunately it just went a little too far. Actually, he kind of like made a, let's see, right here, I probably didn't really communicate very well with that. But if he would just be going full sprint, like right here, and then as I hit it, it would probably work. But you'll see that he kind of like backs off a little bit as I'm hitting it, so it doesn't work as well, but he still gets to the ball. Unfortunately, that shot gets blocked. Otherwise, that would have been a pretty nice goal. I'm adding some pressure onto the ball, and then, oh, this is actually a pretty good example. So this is the left back again on the ball. You'll see that their fullbacks actually go up quite a bit, and this left back wants to go up and help in the attack. So I noticed that right as he gets on the ball. So if we can steal the ball from him, like if he loses possession, our winger on the right side can just exploit that. So this is basically what will happen. I intercept the ball, I read the passing lane, and then I believe we actually score off this. So just watch this. I read the passing lane, trying to read both. He tries to play it to their forward, and then boom, we're gone on the counter. Our winger saw it also. We were talking about it, I think. So he was just kind of waiting there, cherry picking, waiting to hit that counter just because their left back's going up. And all because their left back lost the ball, we score. So I feel like that's actually a really good example. If you can like notice what the other team is doing and try and counter that. So right here, I'm kind of just messing around on the ball. We are up 3-0. I make a mistake. I lose the ball in the midfield. And then I try and win the ball back. And they actually make a pretty weird play, but it kind of works out. And this I kind of just wanted to show you guys. This is like a bug. I feel like, I don't know what happened here. This looks like this is going to be a clear penalty, but the ref actually gives them advantage. But you'll see if every player on the field is literally like stops playing. Like the game just gave them a penalty. So it's very weird, even though the ref gave them advantage. So just watch this. I haven't really seen this much before. Everyone just stops playing. Like it went out of bounds, and then they score. I've never really seen anything like that. That was so weird. I just thought I wanted to show that. And that goal was purely my fault because I was messing around with the ball in the midfield, lost it in a very bad area of the pitch, and then they countered. So that is on me, that goal. That's fine. We're up 3-1. Here, we're trying to play it out of the back. We lose it. I add some pressure. The physicality of the build just bumps him around. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to anybody, but I believe we actually get a steal. The high press. They're playing very attacking, as you see, because they are losing. I think they probably got a little hyped because they scored that goal. And then bang, we score. And now it's 4-1. This game is basically over. Here is a goal kick for the other team. Bad idea for that from that any, and I am running in the box. There's a lot of space, and I actually get a goal, a little volley, easy goal, honestly. Here they have a throw-in, so I'm just trying to read the passing lanes. I actually am able to cover both of them. And then, let's see, what kind of pass do I do here? This is just I guess an LTX. LT passes this year, you can actually activate outside the foot passes. If y'all don't know, it's very good. It'll add a lot more curve and bend to your passes. You'll see in a lot of my videos I'm doing those types of passes. I really like how they added that. And then also with the left trigger you can do fancy passes. So I just do like an LTX here and then boom. And I also have the precision pass perk, which makes that pass look a lot better. And then I think we just try and hit him on the counter again. And we get a really good scoring chance, but it just doesn't work out. Next game, this is a completely different game, start of the game. This is actually against two people, and they actually did pretty good. I track back, get the ball right there. And honestly, playing two people, I've noticed over the years, two people, one of them, especially if one of them's an any, they seem to be the sweatiest people in the hardest games. But that steal actually led to a decent scoring chance. Let's see. Just gonna let the gameplay go. Might do some editing, some post-production. Might edit some of this stuff out. Here, this is probably my fault. I don't know. It just didn't let me shoot the ball. I probably pressed the B button a little too late. So then it made me take a touch, and then boom, that costed me. So it should have been an easy tap in, but I wasn't ready for it, I guess, or just pressed B too late. Unfortunately, I was in good positioning. Here we just scored, and this is off the kickoff. I noticed that they're just trying to hit it over the top. So luckily that was a bad pass and I intercepted that. And then bang, hit him on the counter. As you'll see, a lot of our scoring chances, or most of the scoring chances, I'll say, like in real life and FIFA, are from winning the ball from the other team, and then their team is exposed out of position, and you get a really good scoring chance. The field just opens up because players are out of position. Here they have a goal kick, and I am just watching one of their players that I'm thinking they're trying to hit it to, and this build is beastly, so it's going to win the aerial battle all day. And I think that's pretty much it for that clip. I just wanted to show that. Got a nice little interception leading to a decent scoring chance, I think. We lose it, trying to track back. I'm there for the loose ball. Nothing much in that clip. Hit a nice through ball down the line there because the innie was playing pretty aggressive and drew the left back out of position. Unfortunately, their keeper made an insane save. And here we have a corner. And what I'm trying to do on the corners, as I said, is usually go first post. He did bring the keeper out a bit, but he didn't bring him out too much. Usually you need to bring him out more towards the 6-yard box. So I honestly could have hit it first post, but I think I attempted to go back post here. So I did, I think, like 3.5 bars, or a little bit less than that. A little over 3 bars. We'll put it at far post. This time we try to do a short because he's moving the keeper. But we usually do score a lot of goals off of corners. This time I notice he's not taking out the keeper, or he hasn't done it yet, so I'm just going to send it in there. And we have our big striker and our big center back, and he wins the header, keeper makes a save, and our striker's there for the trash goal, the tap in. Here we got some nice little play between the team. And I get a nice little goal here. I'm following up the play, kind of supporting if they need a back pass, and there's a little space right there, and our winger actually feeds me with the dime, and I get a nice little bounce off my first touch, and that's an easy finish for me. Here, we actually turn it over, you see. They made a pretty good read on that and intercepted it, but that is partially my fault. A little bit of my teammates for the decision making. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to feed me in the midfield. But I honestly should probably, instead of running more towards this guy, I'm trying to just get forward. I should probably back off and show more in this space so he has a better passing option. So that's kind of my fault. That was an easy interception for that guy. I wanted to show that. But I'm trying to make up for it. Get a block interception, bounces back to that guy, unfortunately. Again, FIFA things. Center back makes a great tackle, and then I'm instantly trying to find somebody so we can hit him on the counter. Bang, and then we get the goal. So it's a nice little sequence there, I guess. Defense to offense. In this clip, they're switching the ball. What happens here? Oh, yeah, okay. I get the ball right here, I think. And I'm actually going to be doing one of my favorite skill moves this year in FIFA. It's a brand new skill move. And what you're going to be doing, I'll show it. You'll see it on the controller. I'm going to be holding LB and then I'm going to hit the flick the right stick forward and then backwards. And I believe it's called the heel to ball roll. I think it's what it's called. And it's very good. It's honestly kind of glitchy. It gives you a speed boost. It almost like puts your guy like max pace instantly. It's kind of broken. So I really abuse that skill move a lot. And it's just a 4-star skill move. So you'll see. And this build only has like 83 pace, but it is lengthy, which will help a bit. So I hit it, and I kind of just go through him and do that guy dirty. I believe we actually score off of this. So I'm kind of just waiting top of the box. This Yaya Toure build has good shot power, so I'm playing to its strength and just being that back pass, kind of what you need to do as a center mid. And then I hit a outside the foot shot, golazo, a Trivela shot, And how you do that, I'm sure a lot of y'all already know this, is you just hold LT. Same with like the Trivela passes, outside foot passes. You just hold LT while you're doing a shot, and it will most likely trigger the outside foot shot. You kind of have to be angled to where your guy will hit that outside the foot shot. If I was more facing forward, it wouldn't do it. It'd probably do a fancy shot or just a normal shot. But those are very good. And especially since I have a 4-star weak foot, I'm not going to want to hit a finesse shot with my 4-star weak foot, my left foot. So I decided to hit a Trivela, which is basically the same thing as a finesse shot. Kind of has the same curve going on. And that's just a deadly shot, and it goes in. This next clip is a decent example of how you can just do a simple back pass, and it can just draw defenders out of position. So our winger right here has the ball, and their defenders are going to step on him. So he's already drawing people out of position. And instead of like forcing a forward pass and possibly getting it intercepted and losing the ball, he does a kind of a back pass to me in the midfield, and my build's got good passing. So I just instantly hit a driven through ball to our striker running in behind. And we get a pretty good situation to score, which I don't think we actually score off of it, but you'll see. So an LB RBY right here. And it's a driven pass, so it gets to the player a lot faster than it would be if it was just an LBY. So in that situation, I think a driven through ball was better than the lofted through ball. Here we have another corner. Let's see, I don't know if we score off this. Yeah, we actually do. So that's right there is kind of my first post corner that I try to do. And if you have a big guy, like we have our center back right here with good heading, a lot of times it's just an easy goal. We score a lot of goals off of corners. Here we have a throw in on our half of the field, and you'll see that our winger shows to the ball. He gets the ball to his feet, so he's going to draw the right back out of position. And what I'll do, I think he passes it inward right here to the midfielder. I'll fill that space that he leaves and kind of exploit the right back going out of position, and it actually works out quite well. Okay, he plays the striker, and then the striker plays me. And then, let's see, let me rewind this. And right as I get the ball, I do a little bit of a cheeky skill move, a 4-star skill. You just hold LT, similar to the heel to ball roll I told you. Instead of holding LB, you're going to hold LT and then flick the right stick forward and backwards. And it does kind of like a fancy heel click type thing. And then I do another skill move here. There's 3 players, so I'm kind of almost getting triple teamed. And I want to get the ball to our striker right here. He's got some open space. So what I do, I kind of do like a little bit of a cut back, cut inside move, and then I make a pass and split all the defenders. I do a lateral heel to heel, and to do that skill, you hold LB and flick the right stick to the side and then back to the other side, depending on which way you want to exit. So you'll see that I flick the right stick on my controller down and then up because I'm facing to the left. So it's actually to my left side and then to my right side. So I do the lateral heel to heel, and then I actually get a nice little split pass right here between these guys. And I believe I actually do a double tap A. I don't know if a lot of you guys do these types of passes, but they are very good in FIFA. You can do double tap A's and double tap Y's, and they're kind of like almost like bounce passes in basketball, where there's like little dinks, like little chip passes that go in the air rather than just being on the ground. And it actually works very well if you're trying to make a pass in like a tight space and avoid the ball getting intercepted. A lot of times it'll just go over their feet. So you'll see, actually, let me see if I can slow this down. Put it on 0.5. I do the lateral heel to heel, and then I do a double tap A, and it splits them. I probably didn't even need to do a double tap A. That move got him pretty nicely, but I did it just in case. It's a lot safer sometimes. And we probably should have scored here, I think, but we didn't. All right, guys, so this is the start of a new game, and I believe we actually score off the kickoff. My build goes pretty beast mode. We do get pretty lucky, though, to be honest, and I just found out I can actually move this. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that until now because it did block some of the gameplay, so apologies for that. But I actually do some skills here. Get the ball to me, and I just do some step overs on this guy. Step overs are pretty good this year. And here, I don't know what that move's called. It does like a little behind the back. And then I do a fake shot stop to a croqueta, and then I kind of lose the ball and just get a clean tackle, and it goes right to my teammate, and he just finishes it off. So let's rewind that a bit. I'll kind of break down some of the skill moves because a lot of you guys ask about the skill moves that I do. So I did the step overs. I'm sure a lot of you guys know how to do that. And you can always check with this controller that I have, overlay. Here I do that behind the leg move, which I don't do too often, but I felt like it was pretty good. There's a bunch of different other moves I could have done in this situation. Really what I'm trying to do is just cut him. He's like full sprint. So if I can just do a skill move to cut in and maybe find a pass, or I don't know, just cut in and maybe get a shot off. So I think it's hold LB and then flick the right stick down and then sideways. So you'll see that I cut in with that move. He actually reads it and he gets unlucky. Here I do a fake shot stop. So that's just a XA or BA, however you want to do the fake shot. And then I like to do that and then do a croqueta. So I kind of try to croqueta in between them. And in order to do a croqueta, you hold LB and then hold the right stick to the right or to the left, and then it will do a croqueta. So I hit this skill move, get a little lucky, fake shot stop, croqueta, I kind of bump into that guy, bump into him again, and then I lose the ball and get a tackle. And then it goes right to our teammate and we score. Like I said, that was kind of lucky. I think actually in these last two games, we lost a player. So I'm actually playing as a cam in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation with this Yaya Toure build. Not the best, but I do help out on defense a lot. So I'm still kind of playing as a box-to-box midfielder. There I just hit a eye through ball. Teammate probably should have shot it, but he's just trying to get a nice little clip, do a little cheekiness, which I don't mind. I recover, get the ball back. I hit that heel to ball roll. And then I hit another fake shot stop, croqueta down the line, and I try and sweaty it. He definitely should have shot this ball here. He tried passing it to our teammate who's not max level yet. He's probably just trying to get him some goals. But he definitely should have just hit what I would have done here is I would have either just shot it. I don't know if I think he's got a 5-star weak foot. He could have done a left foot finesse, but I probably would have done a Trivella, a right foot Trivella back post. And it probably would have went in. He definitely could have hit it right here, go in between these defenders, and that would have probably been the move. Here I'm trying to just mark this guy, get as close to this guy as possible, just annoy him, and then they actually try and pass it to him, and then I just straight body him and win the ball. Oh, okay, this is a good one. I hit a driven through ball. I saw that AI making a really good run. And in those situations, I felt like a driven through ball was better. If it was an LBY, it would have gave the defender more of a chance to recover because they're more lofted. They get there slower. Let me rewind that actually so you can get another view at that. This is actually a really good pass. But unfortunately, the player has to touch the ball and then take another shot. If it was just a one-time shot, it would have actually possibly been a goal. So I just do a driven through ball here, and it adds a lot of whip and curve to the pass. And then it doesn't allow the keeper to come out and like catch it either. In this next clip, our keeper has the ball and he punts it out to our right striker who is pretty wide open. And that leads to our attack. And he honestly just runs straight and dusts this guy. He does a little change of pace right there and just straight up dusts him. And then he hits the Burba spin, what I was talking about earlier in the video. He flicks the right stick forward, then sideways, and does this any dirty right there. And then in this situation, he could pass it maybe for the sweat goal. But instead, what he does a reverse elastico. And that's kind of hard to explain how to do that skill move. You kind of have to rotate the right stick a certain amount. I'll probably show you guys a picture of each of the skill moves just so you can kind of see it and visualize it, how to do it rather than just me telling you guys. So he hits that reverse elastico, and since he's facing backwards, it'd be kind of weird to hit a shot there. So the reverse elastico allows him to turn really quick and open his body up for the shot, as you'll see. That was pretty quick. So let me rewind it. So the spin, cuts inside, reverse elastico, and then bang, first post shot. Very deadly combo right there. Here I'm going down the line a lot. Remember, I am playing cam this game, and I do a cutback move. I possibly could have crossed the ball to our striker, but instead I do a cutback move, and this one is you hold LB. It's also a 4-star skill. You hold LB and then flick the right stick backwards twice, and that's what you'll see. So I do a really quick cut, and I'm just trying to ping the ball to my teammate's feet, one of these two guys, so they can get a shot off in the box, and it actually works quite nicely. And I think I also do an RBA to try and get the ball as fast as possible to him. What an RBA is, or an R1X on PlayStation, it is a hard-driven pass. I don't know, that's what it's called, hard-driven ground pass. And it's pretty good to just ping the ball to your player's feet. So right there, and then he tries to hit a finesse, but that was a good save by the keeper. In this highlight, we score a really good goal. So I'm just going to let it run, and then I'll probably rewind it. My teammate has the 5-star skills. So he does a cutback move, the fake Rabona, and then I do a little scoop pass back to him, and then he plays it back to me. So we do a nice like 1-2 type combo play right there. And then I hit that outside foot shot, what I was telling you guys earlier. So let's rewind that just a tad bit. All right. So right here, he does the fake Rabona. And in order to do that, you hold LT and you do a fake shot while your left stick is pointing backwards. And you have to have 5-star skills with this move. It's very nice to just stop on a dime. So he plays me back. And then I see that he's still onside here. So I immediately, you'll see that I'm already pressing Y. And then I think, yeah, I'm already pressing LT also. So I'm pressing Y and then pressing LT because I'm trying to do a fancy, like either a Rabona pass or like a scoop pass is really what I was going for. And it does work out. And the scoop pass is kind of just, in this situation at the top of the box, just dinking it over the defensive line. It is very good. So an LTY gives it back to him. He gets a nice little chest, bodies the defender, and then I'm wide open for the shot. So he plays me, and then I just hit a Trivela shot. I get a nice read on this play here. They play it out wide to the swinger here, and then I just hit a slide. We're up 3-0. I said, screw it. I'm just going to slide, and it works out. Here they do a back pass off a throw-in, and that's a center back on the ball, so I'm adding pressure to that immediately. And then teammate makes a good pass, and I try and do a fancy pass as fast as possible to our striker who is kind of open. And then he actually ends up getting the ball. And what he does there is an LBX cross. And what those are like a lofted cross. And that's actually the last clip. So this is a really good cross that is extremely underrated. And I do not see much teams do this cross at all. And we do it, all three of us do this cross a lot, and we score a ton off of it. And it's especially good if you are really high up the field, like towards the end line, because if you were to do it like a normal cross, it'll probably just whip to the keeper and they'll catch it, and it doesn't loft it up as much, so it gives the defenders more of a chance to just clear it out. But if you have a bigger build like myself in the box, you can do an LBX, and what that'll do is like I forgot what it's called. I think it's just a lofted cross. It just adds a lot of backspin and puts the ball up really high, and it's best if you have a guy that's at the back post. You'll see that I'm in the back post like waiting for it. I already know he's going to go for the LBX because we do this a lot. So he hits the LBX, and it just lofts it up in there for me, and the defender is pretty bad when it comes to the marking here, and you can score a ton of goals off of these lofted crosses. And if that was a normal cross, that I can guarantee you that's not a goal. You're really like hoping it just like connects perfectly and the defenders don't get it. But since it's lofted, it gives me a way better chance of just getting in position for that header. So I score it. Weird little animation on that jump, but a nice goal, and that closes out the game 4-1. We actually got through all of the gameplay that I had for you guys, so let me know in the comments what you think of this type of content, and if you like it, let me know what position you'd like to see me analyze next. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then hit that subscribe button on my channel if you haven't already. A lot more Pro Clubs content coming to the channel in the future. As always, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.